football field, catches it for a touchdown.
Would you look at that? Evergreen. Would you look at that?
Cool with the big three. Great. Takes it all the way now. Nice. All right, everybody, we want to welcome you here to another Friday night football game here in Clark County. We've got the Prairie Falcons going against the Mountain View Thunder. This is Rodney Lawrence. I've got Matt Griffin with me. This is EPS Sports. Want to make sure you guys know that we are also on channel 28 and 328. And for the people outside of the area, they can join us on the YouTube channel, which is the Evergreen School District, and just hit the live stream, correct?
Yep.
And you'll be ready to go. So, like I said, we're getting ready to start some football here. As you guys can see, we're getting ready to have the coin toss. But before that starts, let's talk a little bit about this, Matt, and see what these teams are going to bring to us today.
Mountain View had a rough week last week. We talked about it.
Very rough week.
We thought it was going to be a tighter contest leading up to halftime.
Yeah.
And then third quarter, Union just poured on the heat, and it was a drubbing. Unfortunately,
it was. It's hard to come back from. I believe they had 4 interceptions and total of 5 turnovers, and Union capitalized on every single one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
They started putting on the gas and just kept going.
Yeah, they sure did. Well, we are here. They're doing the coin toss here. We're going to find out who is going to take the ball. It looks like Prairie is going to receive the first half here. Just go over real quick the lineups and just kind of talk a little bit about what's going on. The starting group for the Thunder, now we want to let you guys know they start a lot of people. So you're going to see a whole lot more guys out there on the field than we actually talk about here in the beginning. Starting quarterback for them is going to be Riley McCarthy. Receiver at number 6, David Delmage. Also number 8, Nick Johnson. So number 14, Caleb Martin. They will also have number 9, Kevin Chen.
Kyle Chen.
Yep. I'm sorry. We had to change that.
Is that right? Well, I have one rundown.
Well, actually, he is going to be. He is Kevin Chen.
Okay.
There's 2 of them on the field.
Okay.
His brother is Kyle.
Gotcha.
Actually, so yeah, we're going to be okay there. The kicker tonight looks like 17, Judd Mollett. And they are getting ready to get out there on the field here. And for the Falcons, we'll give their quick lineup of the skilled players, and then we'll get into the linemen as the game go on. Their quarterback tonight is going to be Brandon Baum. One of the receivers, Ian Davis, number 3. Number 20, Joseph Garrett. And number 24, Logan Campbell. The running back tonight is number 22, Dustin Shelby.
Now, we did come up about 5 minutes early. From 3 o'clock because we noticed the last couple of weeks, I don't know if time shifted because of the coronavirus,
right.
But the officials were starting the game a little bit early, but I think we are real close to a 3 o'clock true start. So we wanted to make sure at least our Comcast audience didn't miss any of the action. So we decided to come up a couple minutes early, and thankfully we've timed it perfectly.
Both teams out there on the field. Looks like the Falcons getting their last-minute instructions from their coach out. The head coach for Prairie is Mike Peck, and the head coach for the Mountain View Storm is Mr. Matheson, not David. So both teams out there on the field ready to go here. Prairie starting it out with 2 deep men. Looks like number 3, Ian Davis, and number 34, Alexander Ford. And we are here prepared to start the first game, and we are off.
Nice deep kick.
Good job there by the kicker, Mollett. That ball's going to go into the end zone, and Prairie will start off the evening first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Let the wind get behind him on that one and get that deep into the end zone like
Yeah,
that.
coach is pleased with that one. I can see on the sidelines.
Yeah.
That's a good way to start.
So the Falcons taking the field for the first time, like we said, number 11, Brandon Baum, the quarterback. They are running, looks like traditional spread. Shelby in the backfield. Quarterback drops back, lets it go. The first one has a man wide open. That's going to be Ian Davis who makes the catch. He's going to get all the way down the sidelines. He's going to make it down to the 10 and run out of bounds right there at the 10-yard line. I tell you what,
he saw a lot of open field in front of him, and I think he thought he had it. I don't know if it was as much a tackle as he just kind of got caught up in his feet.
Yeah, I sure was. I mean, it wasn't anything real tricky. A traditional three-receiver set on the far side of the field. He was the outside receiver. He just released up the field and nobody went with him.
I will mention for our viewing audience, both online and Comcast, because of some coronavirus social distancing restrictions, the way we set up our live truck prevents us from having the instant replay machine that we like to have for you, and that we run to great effect. Jacob Taylor, who's usually on instant replay, but he's on camera tonight, so no instant replay because of the coronavirus.
Good call. We're going to stop it out. That's going to hand off to Shelby. Shelby is going to make it down to the 1-yard line before he's even touched.
They're going to call it, yep.
And that is going to be second down and goal from the 1-yard line. Two. So they'll line up here again on the 1-yard line. Pistol formation. They're going to send a man in motion. Hand off to Shelby once again. Shelby does a jab step, and he's in for 6 points. So right out of the gate, 10:41 left to play in the first quarter. First series, 3 plays. Prairie Falcons are on the board, 6-0. I'm sure the Mountain View coaching staff, at least the defensive portion of the coaching staff, a little stunned at how quick Prairie was able to put 6 points on the board. Definitely came from that huge breakdown on the defense on the far side when they allowed Ian Davis to get up the field untouched, and Baum was able to put that pass right on him. They're going to go for 2. Got a power set up. Steps in, and they're going to get the catch, and they're going to get the 2 points. That is going to be caught by Joshua Blink, is the receiver of that one. That's going to put them up now by a touchdown and 2, so 8-0. We start this game out. Mountain View now trying to get this figured out. They will take their first series of downs here in just a few minutes, and we'll see if they can come back from this and move down the field just as easy as Prairie Falcons did. You guys make sure that you let all your family members know that aren't in town, in the local area, that the game can be seen live on YouTube on the Evergreen School District channel. That's EPS Sports, and hit the live feed and you'll be able to see that game. Game also is on channel 28 and the HD version on 328 as well. And that is going to be on Comcast. Mountain View ready on the field to receive the kick. Kyle Chen, one of the deep men in the back, standing on about the 12-yard line. Prairie now set up for the kick. We do not, that is number 9 doing the kicking, but we do not have his name on the roster, so we'll try to get that later on. That ball's going to get picked up at the 25. Looks like he's going to make it about to the 35 before he gets knocked down. Looks like the officials will set that up on the 33-yard line. Mountain View will start the ball from there. Quarterback for Mountain View, number 7, Riley McCarthy. Riley had a tough night last Friday through a couple of interceptions that Union was able to capitalize on. Start off with the handoff. Nice little run. He's going to cut that back, and he's going to make it down to the, looks like the 45-yard line. Zach Gable, the ball carrier on that one. Number 11. They're going to hand this ball off again right up the middle to the fullback. It's going to carry a few Falcons, make it across the 45, looks like down to about the 47-yard line. That will bring up second down. Number 28, Tamakole, the running back on that play. Now shotgun formation. We got a wing. Fake the ball. This time McCarthy will keep it himself right up the middle. Going to get across midfield down to the 44-yard line. That will be enough to move the chains. First down and 10 for the Mountain View Thunder. 9:40 left to play in the first quarter. Prairie Falcons on top, 8-0. McCarthy takes the snap. He's going to keep this with himself again. Going to drag the first defender that makes contact with him, and he's going to get down to just about the 37-yard line. Nice little 8-yard run. That's going to bring up second down and a long 2. Well, we'll call it 3 the way they got the ball set up. So second down, he needs to get across the 35-yard line down to the 34 for the first down. So he fakes it, has a man right down the middle. Oh, intended receiver just a little bit out of reach. That was Nick Johnson, but he did get open. McCarthy kind of sailed that one a little bit and wasn't able to make the completion. That'll bring up third down. First pass they've thrown in the game. Once again, quarterback keeper. He does get across the 35. We'll see where they spot that. It looks like he might come up just a shy short of the first down, and he did. That'll bring up fourth down and inches for the first down. They'll get across to the, they'll have to get down across the 34-yard line here. 4 down territory. They decide to hand that off, and he is going to get the first down and some more as he makes it past the 30 and is going to go down at the 28-yard line. McCarthy tries it again. This time there is going to be no go as he loses yardage. Credit that tackle there by Prairie as he gets in there right away. That is going to be Duncan, number 10. It looks like Israel Duncan. Linebacker for Prairie gets in there and creates that loss. That's going to bring up second down at about 14. Fake handoff. McCarthy's going to keep this one himself. Looks like he'll get about to the original line of scrimmage there, and we'll bring up now a third down and 10 situation. Gable lined up as the running back. Chen is the wing. McCarthy drops back. Looks for a man on the break. Oh, unable to bring that one in. credit defensive player Grayson Weber there to knock that ball down. Jacob Martin, the intended receiver. 4th down and 10. Punt team not on the field. Coach Matheson is going to go for it here. And now we're going to get a timeout. And the timeout is going to be given to Mountain View. Coach Matheson wanting to discuss this play. 4th down and 10. Big play, an opportunity for them to create the momentum or keep the momentum as they have it and get some points on the board on this first series for the team here. Timeout is called. We have 7 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Vanished for a couple minutes, Rodney.
Yes.
Because we noticed that it wasn't displaying on your screen the down and yards to go. And what we realized is that our scoreboard reader is reading everything correctly. It's a machine that reads everything on a scoreboard. Mm-hmm. It's just that that information is not being input into the scoreboard.
There you go.
So Rodney's going to do his best to
keep you up to date on that one here. 4th and 10. McCarthy drops back, has a man across the middle, and he is unable to complete that. Intended receiver on that one once again was Jacob Martin. Nick Johnson also there. I thought maybe that's who he's going to go for on this one, but he decided to go for the deeper route, and they come up short. So Prairie will take the ball over, 1st down and 10 from the 29-yard line. See if Mountain View's defense is settled down here a little bit. Joseph Garrett wide out on the far side of the field. Going to hand the ball off to the running back right up the middle. He's going to bounce this to the outside, down to the 40 before he is stopped. Nice run there by Shelby. That will be a nice 11-yard run. It'll bring up 1st down and 10 from the 40-yard line.
Ran into a lot of defenders there as he was trying to go straight up the middle, but managed to just turn and pivot out of it.
Yeah, he sure did. Nice little run, kept his eyes up and kept going. Kimball down at the bottom of the screen here, lined up. Has a man on the far side. He's going to make the big catch. Going to fight his way down to midfield before he's stopped right there at the 50-yard line. It looks like he is just going to get enough to move the chains. We'll see if the officials spot that right, and they have. So that's going to be 1st down and 10. A nice 20-yard catch there by Joseph Garrett. Three receivers set to the short side of the field. Davis lined up on the inside. Davis goes into motion. They're going to hand it to Davis on a fly sweep. Davis looks for the edge, gets across midfield, and is not going to get much more than that. Looks like he'll get about a yard before he's run out of bounds by Jacob Martin.
Yeah, they're going to give him exactly 1 yard.
Yeah. They'll spot it with the 1-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. Brandon Baum getting his marching orders from the sideline, Coach Peck. Grayson Webb now lined up on the far side. Hands this off once again to the running back up the middle. Initial contact, but he is going to fall forward for about 2 yards and bring up a 3rd down and 7. Dustin Shelby, the only running back that they have listed as going to be into the game, so I'm sure he'll handle the majority of the reps when they decide to run the ball tonight. Baum breaks the huddle. Three receivers now here at the bottom of your screen. It's in demand in motion. They're going to fake that. Baum's going to keep this with himself. He's going to try to get some yards. He's going to get about a yard before the linebacker comes up and makes a real good stop on him.
So 4th and 6.
It sure does. 4th and a long 6. They're going to line up in three receivers set on the far side. Pistol formation as Shelby lines up directly behind Baum. Baum drops back. Has a guy open on the
Deep.
far side of the field. He makes the catch, and he's going to miss the tackle and go in for the touchdown. Another big play there by Prairie, and the connection between Ian Davis and Brandon Baum. That is two great big catches for them in 2 series.
And that was the same route that Ian Davis ran that nearly got him that touchdown that first time around.
It sure was.
When they brought him down, on the 5-yard line or so.
Yeah, they are definitely picking on that corner over there on that far side. That time that was Davis Delmage, number 6, playing corner. Looks like Delmage is giving up some height when he goes up against Ian Davis. And just a well-placed pass as well. Prairie not having a kicking game, at least tonight. Davis goes into motion. Baum's going to keep it. He's going to hit Davis in the flat. Davis is going to go in for 2. So Prairie pretty much doing what they want to.
And Mountain View is going to have to figure out that Baum-Ian Davis combination.
Yeah, they sure are.
On that top of your screen.
Yeah, no, they sure are. That is something that they are having a tough time dealing with. Whenever they go in that 3 receiver set, it just looks like he outruns them at the end of the day.
Right.
You know. So Mountain View's defense stunned here in these first 2 series by Prairie. I'm sure they're definitely going to have to try to find a way to figure this out. Delmage down there being comforted by his teammates. One thing you have to have, I should say, is a very short memory as a DB and get back out there. You can't dwell on that. He beat you on that one. You got to stand out there and live to fight another day. So 4:22 left to play in the first quarter. Prairie on top 16-0. Up to this point, Mountain View has nothing to stop what they've done. 2 big plays is pretty much what it is. They get a nice little 4 and 5 yards here, 2 yards here, 3 yards there, and then they throw the big pass.
And that turnover on down certainly didn't help them on that last
didn't.
drive.
This time we're going to go for an onside. Nice fair catch there taken. Yep, I was waiting for the flag to show up.
Not too hard to see, even without our instant replay machine.
Right.
Referee.
Martin does signal a fair catch, which means you can't touch him. Just a little mental lapse there by the Prairie Falcon kickoff team.
So is that a 15-yard gimme?
Yeah. Yep, so that'll walk it off. That'll set them up in Prairie territory. 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. Number 6, Delmage lined up at the bottom of your screen. They're going to hand this ball off. Nice run as he breaks some additional tackles. Gets across the 35 down to the 34.
That's a good carry. That takes them most of the way towards that next first down.
Yeah, it sure was. Porter Drake, number 22, the ball carrier. Lined up again. Drake is the outside running back. Fakes it. Has the man across the middle. Oh, just missed him. That play has been open every single time that he's tried to throw that, and he's just not able to get the ball down there. for Nick Johnson to get his hands around that.
Yeah, the throw was just a little high. He got his
Yeah.
fingers on it, but just a little high.
Same formation, slot receivers to the far side. This time it looks like McCarthy's going to keep it. Nice run as he gets down across the 30, down to the 29-yard line.
That's going to be good enough for another first down.
It sure is.
And that's a good decisive way to respond to a drop pass.
Yeah.
Is just to show you can do it yourself.
Sure is. Number 5, Kyle Chen, checks into the game. He's going to be the slot receiver at the top of the screen. Nice little run going the opposite direction of the strength. McCarthy is going to get down across the 20-yard line, down to about the 18. Joseph Garrett, corner, comes up to make the stop there. 1st and 10, just inside the 20. Once again, McCarthy, same play, gets in behind his lineman and is just going to get out there, just get 4 or 5 yards at a time. And, you know, that'll work in this situation.
His third straight carry, but, you know, judging from some of his online demeanor off the line after that last play, I'm not so sure he meant to carry it for that second round.
Yeah. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2. He's going to hand this one off. Contact's made there in the backfield, and Prairie is all over that as they stop Drake in the backfield. They're going to lose a couple here. Looks like they're going to lose about 4. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Looks like play got changed here. McCarthy's going to take this one again. Right up the middle. Takes a big pop at the 10. Looks like they're going to spot that ball just outside the 10 and bring up 4th down and 3. Like they're going to bring a fullback into the game here. Fakes it, looking for a receiver, doesn't have a man open. Going to try and scramble. Decides he's going to let that one go. And once again, for the second time, Mountain View turns the ball over on downs. Minute 19 left to play in the first quarter. Prairie Falcons on top here, 16-0.
Disappointing end of that drive. Mountain View quarterback Riley McCarthy. He sure faked out a lot of the defense, but not the last defender he needed to.
Not the last defender. And, I mean, his receivers didn't get open that time. You know, they were he would have had to put it right on somebody for them to actually get that touchdown. So good defensive coverage there by the Falcon secondary as they got down into the red zone. Baum now has him back on the field. Baum's looking to pass. He's going to scramble himself, and he is going to lose yardage himself and go down right about the 9-yard line. Lose about 2 yards on that play.
Credit to Zach Gable for getting his hands on him first.
Yeah.
For Mountain View.
Mm-hmm. Kyle Chen now the corner on the wide side of the field. Martin Jacobs playing corner here down at the bottom of the screen. This time they're going to hand the ball off to the running back. He's going to take it right up the middle. He will get across the 10 down to the 11. We'll say 12-yard line. So they're able to get the original and some back here, bringing up a 3rd down and 9. It looks like they are going to be satisfied and let the clock run out and move on to the second quarter. And we have ended the first quarter with it being all about the Prairie Falcons right now.
And Ian Davis.
Yeah. Ian Davis, exactly.
He's got some wheels on him.
Yeah, he does. I mean, they haven't got an answer for him. Every time they put him out there on the outside, they've thrown the ball to him, and he has made the catch. So that is definitely something that the Thunder defense is going to have to talk about between first and second half, and most definitely chalk talk at halftime to kind of see if they can't make a difference and slow them down a little bit.
Well, and right there to the right side of your screen, you can see that happening a little bit right now as they break the huddle.
As they just try to get that figured out. We're ready here to start up the second quarter. We're at McKenzie Stadium here in Clark County, Friday Night Football. We've got Prairie Falcons and the Mountain View Thunder going against each other tonight.
And a great day finally for football. It feels like an early fall day.
It does.
Instead of an early spring day.
Yeah.
And the last two weeks we've had a whole lot of rain, and it's been pretty cold, but it's pretty nice temperatures out today.
The team with the 3 o'clock game got lucky today. They definitely got lucky. All right, both teams back on the field to start up quarter two. Prairie on top, 16-0. It's EPS Sports. Rodney Lawrence, Matt Griffin here with you guys tonight. Trying to bring you some nice, exciting high school football. Wish it was college, but high school football tonight on Fridays. Saturdays, maybe we can get some college. That's something that's long done and over already. Pass to the outside. He's going to make the catch and get some yards and get ran out of bounds just across the 20. That is Logan Kimball. 12 yards on that play. That will be plenty to move the chains. Bomb lines him up. We've got slot receivers down here at the bottom. Shelby, pistol formation. Quarterback keeper. He's going to take it right up the middle. Nice strong run. It's going to get him down across the 30-yard line down to the 29. Give some credit there to the Prairie line. They was able to get some space there to allow him to get up to that second level.
I think by the end of the night, he's going to have some pretty impressive yardage himself.
I would agree with you.
From those quarterback keepers.
A yard needed here for the first down. They've got twin receivers on either side. Fakes him out, and this, nice big hit. He's going to take right there at the line of scrimmage, but he blows through that one, and he is going to get enough to get the first down. I do believe that was Nick Johnson who came up and tried to lay the helmet on him, and no, that wasn't Nick. That was Davis Delmage, number 6. And Baum was able to run right over the top of him and get enough for the first down.
Joseph Garrett, the solo receiver at the bottom of your screen.
Another handoff to Shelby. Shelby is going to get down to the 40-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 6. Coach Mike Peck, head coach, also the offensive coordinator and play caller. Strong formation set up to the far side. Slot receivers down here at the bottom. Pass out there. Makes the catch and bounces that outside. He's going to get across midfield before he gets ran out of bounds, but there is a penalty flag, which is probably going to be a holding call. I do believe that's going to be against number 10, Duncan.
That was Joseph Garrett with the catch.
Yes, it was. Good catch there by Garrett. And was able to get to the outside because of a block and the hold. I do believe that hold is going to be on the slot receiver there, number 10, Israel Duncan, I should say. Throw from the spot of the foul. So the 45, they'll back them up 10.
That's the first real big penalty setback
Yeah, it
for
is.
the Falcons. So let's see how they respond to this, because that just erased all those gains toward that first down.
Yeah, it sure did. So this is going to bring up now 2nd down and 11. Strong side formation on the far side. Another handoff to the running back right up the middle. This time the Mountain View front four all over the top of that. And they're going to make the stop at looks like the 44-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage. So only a yard gain on that carry. Huddle breaks. 3 receivers on the far side. Kimball lined up on the outside, outside the numbers. And we've got a delay of game call on Prairie. So now pretty good in the first quarter with no penalties. Now 2 in a row, or almost in a row here. So that's going to back them up 5. They do have the field clocks on the field, so you got to they have something they got to get used to paying attention to. Same formation, they're going to send a man in motion. Bomb drops back. He's looking for his receiver, and Shelby, the running back, is going to get run out of bounds. There is a late penalty flag. We'll see if that's going to be a pass interference call.
Now I don't remember, Rodney. Did they have the clocks in the end zone last week? Nope. I didn't think so. And just the way the game felt from the truck where I was watching, it felt like it was a little longer going on without those play clocks down on the end zone. So they're speeding up play a little bit here, and maybe some of these players just not as used to watching those clocks like they were 15 months ago.
Yeah,
it was.
Exactly. That's going to be a pass interference call on number 9, Kevin Chen. He did kind of run Shelby out of bounds, and he was the intended receiver on that. So it's going to help these guys out a little bit, bring up 3rd down now and 5. They need to get to the 46-yard line for the 1st down. Another handoff to the running back. He's going to spin off initial contact and just keep his feet driving. Depending on where they spot this, and they are going to spot it in the area that's going to move the chains. So a nice little 5-yard run.
Without that bounce and spin, they would have been done on downs. Nice little spin move, enough to get him a 1st down by, I think, just a yard.
Yep, it sure was.
Or maybe just inches.
It sure was. So once again, Prairie, for the 3rd series of the game for them, just continuing to move the chains. Slot receivers down at the bottom of your screen. We got it strong, set up to the far side. Pitch to Shelby. Shelby finds the edge, but is not going to get much more after that. He's got about 2 yards before he is drugged down there by number 13. And that's going to be Reed for the Thunder, one of their linebackers. Good job on his part to stay with the pitch man and make that stop. It'll bring up 2nd down now and 7. I'm sorry, 2nd and 8. Looks better. Oh, we got stoppage on the play here. All right, we had to have one of the linemen for Prairie step off the field. Don't know quite sure if it's a equipment malfunction. Looks like
That's
it might
kind
be.
of looks like from the far sideline messing around with his helmet a bit.
Bomb drops back. High throw. Intended receiver there on that one, number 4. Is going to be Grayson Weber. All right, Falcons back up to the line of scrimmage. And this time Coach Peck wants a timeout here. Talk about this 3rd down and long situation. Big play here and a big opportunity for Mountain View to make a stop here.
Yeah, I think there just seemed to be a little confusion down there on the offensive line about what play was coming up next, and Coach Peck decided let's take a timeout, and they haven't needed any until now to sort it out.
Yeah, no, that's correct. Coach Matheson down there being a little animated with his squad about trying to get these guys to create a stop here. And kind of stop this downhill roll that Prairie seems to be on. Number 6, Delmage checks back into the game.
I want to thank everybody for watching on the channels of TV Etc. on Comcast 28 and 328 and on our YouTube live stream. Just simply because we can't have an audience here in the stadium.
Good job. We're going to send a man in motion. He's going to fake it. Bomb's going to keep that. He is not going to get much out of this. It looks like just a yard, so that's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like about 7. Prairie hasn't kicked the ball all game long, so we'll see here what goes on.
Well, last 3 or 4 downs, Mountain View defense has really seemed to pick apart those plays.
Yeah,
but
it's
we'll
kind of
see.
stiffened up here.
He's got a hill to climb here on this 4th down.
Sure does. Slot receivers on either side. Davis goes in motion. And now he's going to line up. Looks like the play has been completely changed. Trip receivers at the bottom.
He's got to hurry. Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to get called for another delay of game and back him up 5. So he didn't get the timeout called in time, so they'll hit him with the delay of game. A couple of more words for each one of them, and this time it does look like Prairie is going to punt the ball for the first time tonight. Looks like Logan Kimball, the kicker. Fielded right at the 20. And he is not going to go anywhere. Great job there by the punt team for Prairie as number 4, Grayson Weber, is the one who makes the stop.
Nick Johnson there on the return.
Mountain View now lined up. Slot receivers on the far side of the field. Wing back as well. And they're going to get a free 5 out of this as they are able to draw the Prairie Falcons into the neutral zone on a hard count. So that'll bring them to the 25, 1st down and 10 from there. 1st down and 5 from there. Once again, he's going to pitch it out. That is Gable. Nice strong run as he lowers his shoulder.
Gain a couple yards after that hit out along the sidelines.
Sure does. Grayson Weber there. Gable able to blow through there and get some extra yards and get to the 38-yard line, so it'll be first down and 10 from the 38. Trips on the far side once again. McCarthy drops back. As a man, he almost makes the catch. Unable to bring that one in. Credit that miss there for Grayson Gable as he's able to slap his arms and not allow him to bring that one all the way in. Intended receiver, Nick Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson timed it perfectly. He saw it coming right over his shoulder and had it in his hands. But
unable to bring that one in. So second down and 10 now. McCarthy, defense showing a sign of blitz. And they actually are going to do it. Nice little step up for McCarthy as he gets himself into open field. And is going to lower the shoulder and get run out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Mountain View Thunder.
Both these quarterbacks for Mountain View and Prairie, neither of them afraid to take it
No, not at all.
over to the sidelines and bend that shoulder down, take a little hit.
No, not at all. Just noticed there, number 8, Nick Johnson out of the game, down on the bench with one of the trainers getting checked out. Hope he's going to be okay. We got number 6, Davis Delmage, lined up on the far side. Martin lined up at the bottom of your screen here. Now, Mountain View is going to get charged with a delay of game. So this is interesting. Last week we had no field clocks. Nobody got the call.
Right.
Today with the clocks, we've got 3 calls already. So that'll back them up 5. Push them back across the 45-yard line. First down and 15 from the 46-yard line. Kevin Chen lined up at wing. Looking for a man. This time he decides he's going to have to scramble. Brings that one down. He's going to get back across the 45-yard line, run out of bounds, and it looks like about the 42. So 4 yards out of that play is going to bring up second down and 11. Thunder yet to put together a successful drive that was going to put points on the board for him. Looks like we've got a screenplay here, and that didn't work out the way they wanted it. Kyle Chen there, the intended receiver. Third down and 11. Gable checks back into the game. Single receivers on either side. McCarthy drops back. Nowhere for him to go as he is going to lose 3 yards out of that one and bring up a fourth down and very long situation. Israel Duncan there to make the stop.
They're going to punt, bringing out Jude Millette to kick.
All right, they're going to play the field position game here instead of trying to go for this one. So that's Logan Kimball and Ian Davis set up to receive this punt. And we're going to get a timeout called out by Mountain View. Coach Mathis wants to talk about it a little bit. Well, it looks like Mountain View just struggling to finish. And they put together, they could string together a couple of good plays, and then they just kind of get bogged down.
Well, and quarterback Riley McCarthy, when he's carried the ball, he's come up big a couple times.
Yeah.
So, if he can figure out to, do that sparingly and connect with some receivers, they can string together a good series, but just haven't been able to
They're
yet.
They're struggling now. They really are. Last week they threw the ball a lot more than I've ever seen a Mountain View team throw the ball, and they paid for it. 4 interceptions. This year, this week, they seem to be a lot closer to the game plan you're used to seeing from these guys. And so we'll just kind of see how see if they can find themselves a happy medium between what happened last week and what's going on this week and get some points on the board. Kick is cleared. It is going to take a Mountain View bounce. And it looks like they're going to down it around the 9, just inside the 10-yard line. So Prairie Falcons are going to take the field with 90 yards to go and 4 minutes and 47 seconds left to play in this first half. So far, that hasn't been a problem for them to move it down the field and score.
No.
So we'll see if how this pans out this time for the Mountain View defense. Brandon Baum has them set up. Send a man in motion. They're going to hand this ball off. Shelby breaks into the second level, but he's going to get stopped at around the 15-yard line. Nice little 5-yard run. It'll bring up second down.
Joseph Garrett on the bottom of your screen, but I don't have a number 88 on my roster, so I don't know who that is next to him.
Quarterback keeper. Going to cut this one up. Looks like he's going to get 4 yards out of this, and it'll bring up third down. He's got to get the ball across the 20 for the first down. Prairie content with moving the ball down the field and eating up the play clock. Going to break the huddle here. Single receivers on either side. They've got a power formation set up. They're going to hand this ball off right up the middle.
Just enough.
Yep, it is just enough to move the chains.
Back to when Mountain View had possession in the middle of their drive, number 8, Nick Johnson, went out with an injury, and just an update on that. I can see him getting his wrist tape splinted up. Don't know if he will be back, but he's been getting taped up for a while, so I'm not sure we'll see him back.
Yeah, well, hopefully he can get that figured out. Got another quarterback keeper. This time, Mountain View defense all over the top of that. Number 3, Davis, now checks out of the game.
Just 2.5 minutes left in this first half.
Grayson Gable now in the game. He's lined up on the numbers on the far side of the screen. Have a man running in motion. Bomb drops back, has a man in the middle. That's going to be Shelby. Shelby makes the catch and is going to lower his shoulder right there at the 29 when he goes down.
Good play. Drew the Mountain View line to the outside and found the receiver right in the middle of the field.
Sure did. Kevin Chen comes up to make the stop. First down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Little flare route. Oh, and we've got an interception right there at the 45-yard line by Kyle Chen. And Kyle is going to be brought down right there at that looks like about the 15-yard line before he is stopped.
Rare mistake by the Prairie offense right there. That was supposed to be
a running back pass because I tell you what, Logan Kimball was wide open. So if he had got that one off, that would have been another touchdown. Great job there by the defense to slap his arm. Mountain View in the best field position they've been in all game. First down and 10.
And again, they got to watch that play clock.
They're going to hand this ball off. Prairie all over that. Looks like they might let him get back to the line of scrimmage, and they do. That'll bring up second down and 10. Porter Drake, the running back on that. McCarthy drops back, looking for a man across the middle. He makes the catch.
That's the big play that Mountain View's been looking for all night.
Yeah, it sure is.
And puts him on the 3rd-yard line?
Yeah, it does look like that.
4th-yard line.
Aiden Nicholson was the receiver on that one. But it looks like they're going to have a fumble, and they're going to turn the ball over, and Prairie now is going to have the ball going back the other direction as Mountain View has their first turnover of the night.
Really unfortunate. Riley McCarthy kept that, and that must have just popped out at the last second in a pile of bodies because I sure didn't see it come out. I thought he was down.
Yeah.
Really unfortunate break for Mountain View there.
It sure is. This was definitely an opportunity for them to get some points on the board going into halftime with some momentum here. Looks like Prairie will be content to run this out. Looks like they'll have to run at least one more play before we run out of this first half of play here. Beautiful afternoon here at McKenzie Stadium. I can't really see the game clocks the field clock from up here, so
yeah,
there's 8 seconds. It doesn't look like they actually need to run another play, or they will take the timeout with 2 seconds left to play.
Yeah, it's the angle of the sun. I guess I was praising it for not raining. But I think if it were raining, we would be able to see the numbers on the clock. It's just so sunny, something we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, it sure is. So 2 minutes left to play in the first half here. It's been all Prairie Falcons. I mean, that is the entire conversation on the first half. Mountain View showing some areas that looked good, but this just ultimately just getting bogged down and making small mistakes and end up turning the ball over twice on downs, and then they did punt it away and a turnover. So I mean that's pretty much been the first half for them.
And Prairie looking like they're just ready to down it and call it good on that first half.
Yep, they sure are. To make sure he downs it outside of the line for the end zone. Now we've got movement against Prairie, so they'll move that back half the distance to the goal line.
Now he's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, you got to make sure you got enough room to down it. Because he puts the knee down in the end zone, then we got something different. And it looks like they are going to use their last timeout, Prairie is.
And I suspect because of that, you're going to see them actually run a play.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Towards the outside. I mean,
I don't think you can down it and
with what 6 inches
yeah
between there and the goal line.
Yeah.
And a little bit of teaching moment for Coach Peck for players who might not know that rule because it doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah, and they could just be like, "Oh, I'll just take a knee," and then
right
now, then all of a sudden, Mountain View's got points on the board.
I mean, because we mentioned again, some of these players haven't played before, and the ones who have, our last football games at McKenzie Stadium, aside from the last couple of weeks, were 15 months ago before the world shut down.
Exactly. So let's see how they get out of this one here.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving receivers out to top and bottom of your screen. So I think you may see some sort of attempt to go wide to the sidelines.
Okay, well that was interesting. Forward pass. Wait for the clock to run out. Do it the best you can. I guess Prairie was determined not to run a play.
I hadn't seen that, but.
All righty then. We've made it to halftime here for the first game here at McKenzie Stadium. Mountain View Thunder up against the Prairie Falcons here. This is EPS Sports. Rodney Lawrence and Matt Griffin here bringing you the games this evening. We will be back to start up the third quarter here in about 10 minutes, and we'll see you then.
Hello, I'm Matt Griffin with this EPS Inspires moment. Over the course of Remote Learning 2.0, we've been showing you how our high school choir programs are rising to the challenge of singing together even when they must be apart. Today, how those high school choir programs came together to form the largest choir of its kind in district history. Since its debut in 2018, Let the Music Fill Your Soul by Jacob Narvarud and Robert Bodie has become a favorite of choir programs around the country. So, when the idea came about to sing it as part of a joint virtual choir, the high school choir directors of Evergreen Public Schools invited the composers to speak with students about the creative process.
We're really excited to welcome you to this conversation with composer Jacob Narvarud. He's coming to us from Kansas.
I teach at Ohio State University.
Composer Jacob Narvarud and composer and poet Robert Bodie answered questions from students about their creative process and how their collaboration came about.
When you're composing, how do you choose what time signature?
Yeah, good question. So when I'm composing, how do I decide what time signatures and key signatures to use? So it just depends on, really it all goes to the poetry. It all comes from the text.
And I started thinking about the fact that we are just so much, that each one of us is a hero, and each one of us is an artist, and each one of us is a singer. And so I wanted to write something that would welcome all of those people to this performance.
Evergreen High School Choir Director Margaret Green says the joint super choir, if you will, represents the same sort of creative and collaborative process for students.
The hope is the culmination, when they hear the finished product, they feel like they were a part of creating something. And that's, maybe the best of what we can offer them in this time of online learning and virtual learning. So yeah, that's what I kind of hope that they get, that it was a really unique thing that we were able to do during this challenging time for choirs.
And for the students who took part, they say as much as they enjoyed this virtual choir, it will be even better when our choirs can sing it in person once again.
Really just singing with each other again, because when you go through something like this, you just realize how much you actually like singing with people and not being alone singing by yourself.
Honestly, it makes me feel like we have a sense of hope. Like we're all gonna, you know, come together for this one piece, even while there's other things going on in the world, you know? So I just feel like, you know, there's just a sense of hope.
And now, the largest joint high school choir in the history of Evergreen Public Schools. More than 160 singers in all, performing Let the Music Fill Your Soul by Jacob Narvarud and Robert Bodie. Hello, I'm Matt Griffin with this EPS Inspires Moment. We've been showing you how, as a result of the coronavirus, our high school theater programs are rising to the challenge of performing together even when they must be apart. I recently had a chance to speak with students from Evergreen High School about their upcoming radio play productions of Dracula and Frankenstein. While each radio play doesn't necessarily begin with, "It was a dark and stormy night," Senior Blake Stout, who plays Dracula, says that mood is definitely what students are going for.
The thing we're trying to accomplish here is actually trying to not be what people would expect in the beginning, but as the plan goes on, it starts to get scarier and scarier.
Students have been rehearsing via Zoom for up to 10 hours a week for the past 9 weeks. I asked about the challenges of recording sessions and rehearsals over Zoom.
For me personally, I'll be ready. I'll be ready to go. I'll be following along in the script, and then my line's next, and then my Wi-Fi cuts out.
Parker Brown, who plays the creature in Frankenstein, says he and his castmates are rising to the challenge of bringing characters to life using their voices alone.
I curse the day I made you.
As do I, Frankenstein.
When Victor, creates him and he brings him to life, he does start with all these noises because he doesn't understand and he's trying to speak, but he doesn't know how. But you slowly see throughout the play that he starts to learn quickly how to communicate and speak. So the first half, I am very just noises, and the second half, I'm speaking.
Naomi Ball, a sophomore, says moving from a stage production to a set of radio plays does have its advantages for friends and family stuck at home because of the coronavirus.
The most rewarding part is just getting to have this opportunity to still do theater, even if we're not in person, just because theater means so much to so many people. And hearing people say like, oh, I listened to the radio play, you did such a great job, even if I don't have that audience there with me, is just so encouraging, because I was able to send my uncle who lives across the state the radio play, and they got to hear what I've done, and it's just really encouraging.
And that's what Logan Fisher wants listeners to get out of these productions as well, that the show must go on, albeit in a different type of production.
I think that what I really want people to get out of this is I want them to know how much work we've put into it and how polished it's going to be. Because I think a lot of people are thinking that a radio play is just a sorry excuse for what we used to do. But in reality, it's just a completely different art form. And we're trying something really new and putting our all into it.
The Evergreen High School theater productions of Dracula and Frankenstein will stream on April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. For information on how to listen, check out the website at the bottom of your screen or look for it in the comments section for this video. For Evergreen Public Schools, I'm Matt Griffin.
Right now, the COVID-19 vaccines are available to millions of Americans, and soon they will be available to everyone.
This vaccine means hope. It will protect you and those you love from this dangerous and deadly disease.
I want to go back to work, and I want to be able to move around.
To visit with Michelle's mom, to hug her and see her on her birthday.
You know what I'm really looking forward to is going to opening day in Texas Ranger Stadium with a full stadium.
We've lost enough people, and we've suffered enough damage.
In order to get rid of this pandemic, it's important for our fellow citizens to get vaccinated.
I'm getting vaccinated because we want this pandemic to end as soon as possible.
So we urge you to get vaccinated when it's available to you.
So roll up your sleeve and do your part.
This is our shot.
Now it's up to you.
Here's a look at how you can keep up to date with Evergreen Public Schools on social media. Check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/EvergreenPS. Follow us on Twitter at EvergreenPS. Our Instagram account is evergreen_public_schools. And check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/evergreenschools.
Open in the middle of the football field, catches it for a touchdown.
Would you look at that? Evergreen, would you look at that?
Cool with the big three. Great. Takes it all the way now. Nice. Alrighty, hey, we want to welcome you guys back to McKenzie Stadium here for the second half of the game here. Prairie Falcons came over here tonight to play the Mountain View Thunder. Prairie on top here, 16-0. The first half has been all about Prairie's offense, and the conversation has just been about the fact that Mountain View's defense hasn't been able to show up.
Well, and we talked a little bit, during that first half with Mountain View's offense. Some bright spots and some great moments, but if you've got 4 attempts to make a first down, you can't have 2 big plays and 2 bad ones.
Yeah, that
and
is
so,
true. That is true.
It's just stringing together enough plays consistently enough and not spacing them out.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the chalk talk that Mountain View got is going to help them out. They generally, the coaching staff generally does a very good job about discussing what happened in the first half, making the necessary adjustments, and just coming out and presenting a better package here in the second half. They are going to start with the ball, so we'll just kind of see how that starts out here.
And we will mention again, you are not seeing down in yards to go on our graphic there. Our scoreboard reader is not broken, but we have some new volunteers in the other side of the press box who are not as familiar with the scoreboard, and so we're just going to show them some grace, and we'll do our best to read out the downs and yardage for you.
Yeah, we sure will. So Mountain View has taken the field. The 2 deep men out there are Chen and Gable. The 2 deep men out there for them. Prairie now here to set up. We do not have a name for the kicker for Prairie. We see it's number 9, but that name is not on our roster. And the kick is off. And they're going to let that one roll out of bounds. That will be a penalty flag. I'm sure they will opt to take that on the 35, so Mountain View will take the ball over in the third quarter. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. I want to welcome my folks from Comcast 28 and 328. This is EPS Sports, Rodney Lawrence and Matt Griffin. You can also go onto the internet and check us out on YouTube channel. That's the Evergreen School District. Go to EPS Sports and go to the streaming portion. First play, Gable's going to get that one. Looking for somewhere to go. He does cut that upfield. Looks like they are going to give him 3 yards before they bring him down. Second down and 7.
We'll mention we'll be back for our second game of the evening. They've spaced him out a little bit longer. I don't know if that was quite necessary, but because of COVID restrictions and wanting to get the kids out of here on the buses and whatnot, the second game starts at 7, whereas before we were at 4 and 7, we were at 3 and 7. So our second game tonight will be on Comcast Channel 29.
McCarthy has his play. This one he's going to take himself. Nice little stiff arm as he makes it down across midfield. 15-yard run. That will move the chains. First down and 10.
Back to what we were talking about, momentum. That's two good plays right there. Gets them the first down.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can string together 3 or 4 of those same types of plays and keep some of that momentum.
Most definitely. McCarthy lined up there. Drops back. Looking for his receiver. Has a man coming across the middle. Oh, unable to bring that one in.
Logan Kimball getting, looks like he got a finger on it.
Yeah, he sure did. Aiden Nicholson, the intended receiver, number 84. Took that one a minute to set up, so give some kudos there to the offensive line from Mountain View. This time they're going to fake it. Goes right through the hands of Kyle Chen. Third and 10. Martin lined up down here at the bottom of the screen. Kyle Chen at the top of your screen. Drops back, looking for Martin. Martin goes up to get it, and he is unable to bring that one in. Great defense there by the corner. That is Grayson Weber. Does a good job of preventing Martin from bringing that one down. So that's going to bring up fourth down. And being on the 50-yard line, that will bring out the kicking team.
Young players like that, you always worry they run the risk of a pass interference call, but he did a really good job of just getting his arms up without getting tangled up with that receiver.
He sure did. He played that well. Ian Davis now lined up. Oh, we're going to have a bad snap, but he is able to get that off, kind of. Definitely takes a Prairie bounce, and that's going to be...
Unfortunate break for...
It sure is.
Mountain View.
So another opportunity for Mountain View to get the ball back to Prairie and pin Prairie back a little bit, and they had some special team problems. Now Prairie's going to take the ball over in Mountain View territory. 1st and 10 on the 41. Prairie breaks the huddle for the sideline. Brandon Baum, the quarterback for the second half of the game as well. He's going to hand that ball off to Shelby. Shelby's going to get down to the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Ball carrier number 22, that's Shelby. Looks like he gave 4 yards off play carry. 2nd down and 6 up for 1 yard.
3 receivers set down here at the bottom of your screen. Garrett on the outside. Another handoff up the middle. Shelby. Nice run there by Shelby as he gets down to the 33-yard line.
Just shy of a first down.
So something Prairie has done pretty much this whole game is when they've made it to 3rd down, it's always been 3rd and short situations. Nothing real long. This time he's going to fake it. Makes the first guy miss. I'm not quite sure where he got out of bounds. We'll see if they ultimately got the first down.
Might have gotten 1.5 yards out of it, but I think he's going to come up short.
Good job there by the Mountain View defense to kind of string that out. Looks like he actually lost 1 yard on that. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 3. This has been 4-down territory for Prairie all night, so we're not going to see any kind of a punt team come out here. We're going to hand this one off again. Shelby is going to get all the way to level 2 before he gets touched, and then he's going to bounce that one out. Get down about the 25-yard line before he's taken down. 1st and 10 from, looks like the 24. Shelby having a pretty good night tonight running the football. All right, we've got stacked receivers out here at the bottom. Still a handoff. This time there's a fumble, and it looks like Mountain View is going to recover that one. Shelby coughs that one up after contact once he gets the ball across the line of scrimmage. So a nice big break there for the Mountain View Thunder. Hopefully this is going to be something they're going to be able to take advantage of.
Rare mistake there from Prairie, but great grab there by Mountain View. It was at number 28, Velike Tamakloi.
Yeah.
I hope I'm saying that correctly. I know I'm not.
You're close, I think, though. All right, so this time, empty backfield for the first time here for Mountain View. Gets the ball out there. Oh, and they are going to drop that one. The intended receiver, number 2. You cannot drop those. Kamau, the receiver on that one. 2nd and 10. Porter in there. Option. This time the quarterback's going to take it again. Nice run there by McCarthy.
I think he got 8 or 9 yards out of that one.
Yeah, he sure did. Duncan and Davis bring him down, but only after he's able to get 9 yards out of that. Bring up a third down. Delmage Martin, bunch set down here at the sideline. McCarthy keeps this one again, falls in behind his blockers. Nice run. He's going to make all the way down the midfield.
Blockers really helped him get
Porter.
Extra six yards out of that.
Sure is. The running back Porter instrumental on those extra yards as he goes then and covers up one of the linebackers there. McCarthy falls in right behind him and gets some extra yards out of that. 1st and 10 from the 48. This time Drake has the ball, follows his blockers. He's going to bounce that to the outside. Nice run as he gets down across the 35-yard line, down to the 34. As tough as the first half has been for Mountain View, they're still not out of this game. I mean, they can still play, you know, the type of ball that we're used to seeing them play and come back and win this thing. Once again, another option. McCarthy's going to keep it himself.
Well, and just those last couple downs, it really looks like Mountain View's picked up the pace of their play as well.
Sure
not
has.
taking as much time between plays.
Yeah, we might see a little sense of urgency out there. Chen and Delmage lined up down here at the bottom of the screen. One more time to the well with the quarterback keeper. Only he's going to get about a yard out of this one. Just going to bring up third down. 3rd and 5. J.J. Thompson now in the game as the wing. Drake gets that ball, puts his foot in the ground, gets upfield. Nice little hop step.
They're going to give it to him?
Yes, they are. So he's going to get the needed 5 yards to move the chains on that one.
I think that's a big first down for Mountain View.
It is. This time Martin and Chen down in the slots. McCarthy drops back. Has Martin. Martin's able, almost brings that one in. McCarthy throws that over his wrong shoulder. He's got to kind of spin out of that and look for the ball again. Not always an easy pass to catch. Not quite sure where the sun is. We might be able to help him with the blaming of the sun in his eyes. But the ball hit him in his hand, so you got to catch that one. You got to catch it. 2nd and 10. Another quarterback keeper this time decides to pitch the ball. Very dangerous. But we also got a penalty flag on the play, so we'll see what that's going to do. And we got a hold on Mountain View, which is a big penalty for them. Looks like the penalty was right about the line of scrimmage, so we might be looking at 2nd and about 20 here.
And it looked like that hold call was away from the ball. I didn't see.
We'll see it here. There's the flag. So it happened on, it looks like the 34. So 2nd and 21. Second and 22. It's a big one. I mean, and this is kind of what we were talking about. You know, we saw some good movement, some good momentum, and then this big, huge penalty. Pass dropped in the end zone. So, you know, and they're just continuing to struggle here offensively. Looking for the screen. It's going to be right out there. A nice little dump pass to Porter. Porter is going to get back to the 20-yard line. So nice play there. As Drake's able to make a nice little catch there and get them back in some decent field position. We've got 3rd down and 8. They need to get across the 15 down to the 14 for the first down. Mountain View set up, and it looks like we are going to have another delay of game penalty. That's going to back them up 5.
That's caught both teams today.
Yeah. 3rd and 13 now.
Was that the 5th delay of game call or so?
Yeah,
tonight?
collectively, yeah, I think you're right. 4. This is the 4th. This is their second. Prairie had 2 in the end of the first quarter, or first half, I should say, and then this is the second one for Mountain View. So a 3rd and 8 situation now becomes a 3rd and 18, or 13. Looking for a man out top, has a receiver, not able to get that one, just a little outside. Ian Davis, stride for stride with Porter Drake on that pass route. That will bring up 4th down. They get to the 12-yard line here, they can get the first down. Slot receivers on the far side. McCarthy's looking for his man. The catch is made, and he is able to make the catch right there at the 10-yard line before he is pushed out of bounds. So Kevin Chen finally coming out of the wing position, crossing across the field, is there to make a big catch when they needed one.
Well, and back to what you were saying in the first half, Mountain View throwing a lot of passes in that game last week and doing a lot more running game today, but that's the kind of passes they need to connect.
Yeah, it sure is. Nice little option read. Strong run there by McCarthy as he gets down inside the 5.
Second and goal on the 4-yard line. Real good chance for Mountain View to put some points up.
Yeah, finally here. Bunch set up. Gable is the running back.
That's going to be close.
And it looks like they're going to have him down at about the 1-inch line, so that will bring up 3rd down in inches. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it. This time McCarthy keeps it himself. We have no indication yet. And there it is finally in Mountain View for the first time tonight. Put some points on the board. 4:27 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Mountain View now on the board with 6 points. Nice for them to be able to capitalize on the Prairie turnover here and eat some time off the clock and just keep Prairie's offense off the field.
Yeah, a little late confusion there with the officials. Couple people not quite seeing it, but they did finally call a touchdown from the man in the white hat. Okay, Mountain View.
Mountain View essentially 2 scores down because Prairie did go for 2 on both their touchdowns. So Mountain View going for 2 as well. Gable's the running back. And they're going to make the catch real easy. Right there in the corner of the end zone to put 8 points on the board. Aiden Nicholson,
Mountain View
the receiver.
Bringing it within the 8.
Yep.
That last drive was a good number of plays, especially with that penalty that set them back. What did they have? A 2nd and 20.
2nd and 22 was a big deficit for them, and they threw that real nice pass to Kevin Chen coming across there to kind of get their momentum going. So this was the first time they were actually able to push through some adversity. The first half they didn't.
Credit to Mountain View. I mean, that's an opportunity.
Yeah, it sure is.
that is rife for the possibility of mistakes, and they responded quite remarkably.
They sure did. So Prairie takes the field here. Davis and Ford, the two deep men. Alexander Ford, listed as a sophomore running back for Prairie. And pretty much the star of the first half for Prairie, Ian Davis is also back there, number 3. And the kick is off. Another nice kick there, and that's going to roll into the end zone. Prairie's going to take the ball over on the 20-yard line. So you did feel a little sense of urgency in that last series that seemed to have helped them. Like we said, we thought they were going to bog down. It was almost like deja vu.
Right.
And they were able to push through it. So hopefully, that has created some momentum now for the defense to come out here and get a stop and get that offense back on the field again. Brandon Baum now. Brandon's looking for his man to the outside. He's going to bounce that one off the turf there to Davis. Davis, nice spin out, and is going to get some extra yards on that one. Like about the 27-yard line before he's run out of bounds.
Yeah, that was real close to bouncing off the turf. I wasn't so sure, but they gave it to him.
Yeah, they sure did. Second and 8. Another run play, pitch out to the running back, Shelby. Shelby does get the first down before he is tackled out of bounds. First down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Baum breaks the huddle. Power formation to the far side of the field. Hand off to Shelby right up the middle. He has a nice 8-yard run there. He's going to get tackled right at about the 40-yard line. Just inside the 41. Second down and 1 to go. Slot receivers here on the trips receivers here on the far side. I'm looking for a man, has a man open in the middle of the field. He makes the catch right at the 35-yard line. He is then taken down across the 30. It's going to be first down and 10 on the 27.
He had a lot of options there. He also had a receiver.
He sure did.
Who, again, we don't have on the roster. I believe it's number 88.
Yeah, it sure was.
Who was also wide open, also center of the field. So really good job of spreading those receivers out across the entire length of the field.
Sure did. J.J. Thomas on the credit for the tackle on that play.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Shelby's going to get a nice 3 out of that. It's going to bring up second down. Logan Kimball lines up on the far side of the field out on the numbers. Stretch out the defense a little bit. Quick pass out there to the flat. And that's going to be to Weber. Weber makes the catch right there at about the 21-yard line. Kyle Chen there to make the stop. Same formation as last series. Shelby takes the ball this time, and he is going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it. That'll bring up fourth down. They'll need to get to the 17-yard line for the first down. Minute 25 to play in this third quarter.
Looks like about 4th and 4 for
yep, sure does.
Prairie.
And Coach Peck will use his first timeout for this second half of the game with 1:06 left to play. Both teams a series apiece in this quarter, so both of them taking their time and kind of just grinding this clock out.
Prairie's been really good with a judicious, aside from those delay of game calls, but a more judicious use of the clock, I think.
Yes, they have. The majority of their plays have been snapped right around the 5-second mark. Okay, so now we do have different running back in the game. That is number 34. He's going to take the pitch. That's the sophomore. Nice step up as he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line before he's brought down. Good stop there for the Mountain View defense. And for the first time, Prairie's going to turn the ball over on downs. So starting to see a momentum change here.
Well, and a good opportunity for Mountain View. That last series of downs that led to that touchdown that bring them back in it, they sure strung together a lot of plays there.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did. Delmage and Martin lined up here at the bottom of your screen. Motion play. This time he is going to pitch it out to Gable. Prairie all over that play this time. Looks like they had 3 men dedicated for the pitch man on that play. Mountain View coming out of the hole again on this series. Going to bring up a second down and 14 to go. Chen's the wing. Drops back looking for his man. That might have been best that he did drop that.
Right.
Ian Davis right there on top of Gable when he makes the catch. So now we're going to bring up a third down in a very long situation. Mountain View needs to get to the 29 for the first down. Drop back looking for Martin. Martin's going to go up for this ball, unable to bring that one in right between his fingers. So that will bring up 4th down and 14, which is going to bring, I'm sure, a punt situation for the Thunder. So defense does a great job, and the offense not able to capitalize on that. Nor did they eat up a lot of clock. There's 15 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Jude Millett has kickers had a couple long kicks, but he also had that one that went over his hands.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Much better than the last one. Not a real good kick, and now it's going to go ahead and take a Prairie bounce. So once again, Prairie's going to get the ball in some very good field position.
Just a couple of seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
They will have to run at least one play here in this quarter before we move on to the 4th.
Should mention that there was a new news conference today from Washington Governor Jay Inslee about some issues about returning students to schools in those districts where they haven't yet all of our students back into hybrid learning, but also some new guidelines about capacity in outdoor venues. I don't know how that will affect our sports teams as of yet, but we will let you know as soon as we do.
Good information. Shelby, the running back. Shelby, nice run this time as he breaks to the outside and scores the touchdown as we end the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that was at about -3 seconds
in the
quarter.
It sure was. It sure was. So Prairie able to capitalize on that great field position and just trying to put the nail in the coffin here on the Thunder here.
Well, like you said, Mountain View before this last touchdown wasn't down just a touchdown, but a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So, if they go for 2 here, Mountain View has a much steeper hill to climb.
Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. And with the way the offense has played up to this point, I don't think the 4th quarter's got enough minutes in it for them to catch up.
Right.
Going to have to see some turnovers and some real big defensive plays.
Looks like another timeout for Prairie.
So now they have 1 timeout left in this 2nd half. We're essentially playing the extra point between quarters because he did score the touchdown as the quarter ran out. And we will move on to the 4th quarter after this attempt.
As we wait for Prairie to come back to the line of scrimmage, a reminder that our 2nd game tonight, Kelso Highlanders versus the Heritage T-Wolves, will be on Comcast Channel 29 as well as our YouTube channel, Comcast 29 at 7 o'clock.
All right here, so definitely a power lineup set up here. Wildcat looks like it's going to get snapped directly to the running back. He will take it, Shelby, and he is going to get across into the end zone to score the 2 points. So I don't know if Prairie doesn't have a kicker or they just don't use it. Do not feel the need, but they have not needed one thus far in this game, as every attempt on the 2-point conversion has been successful for them as they go up 24-8 as we start the 4th quarter now of this game. Mountain View with a bit of a hole to dig themselves out of now.
Would you expect Mountain View to try and pick up the pace of play? I mean, given the steep hill they do have to climb.
I would.
Or
think so.
do you think that tends to increase the number of mistakes?
That's a very good question. I mean, if I hadn't witnessed what I witnessed last week when they were throwing the ball all over the field, I would think that would be where they would go next. But Adam Adams plays pretty conservative, and then, and then tries to throw some things at you. So we'll just kind of see. I'm sure it's going to. This series and the success of this series will probably dictate what he does for the rest of the game. Prairie set it to kick it off. Gable and Chen in the deep field. This good ball is going to be picked up at the 30.
Kind of a low kick and good opportunity for Mountain View. Didn't go deep into the end zone like some of those kicks from Smollett.
Yeah, it sure didn't. That was Drake who actually scooped that one up and got a couple of yards out of it. It's going to bring up first down.
Mollett, correction, the kicker for Mountain View.
Hand off to Gable. Gable tries to bounce that one to the outside. He's going to run into Logan Kimball. After about a 4-yard run there, we'll bring up second down. Gamble again, this time gets behind one of his linemen. Nice job. Tries to cut that back inside, but steps on the out-of-bounds line, so that will stop his forward motion right there at the 44-yard line, but that was plenty to move the chains.
One of the best runs of the evening for the
Sure
Thunder.
was. Sure was. Another run play. This time it's going to be Drake. Looks like Drake will get about 2 out of that before he's upended. Looks like here for the second time tonight, they are going to run with trips to the far side, a wing down here at the bottom. That's Chen. He's going to run that, get in behind his running back. His lineman. They're going to stop momentum there at the 38-yard line. To take that back, it's going to be the 37-yard line they're going to stop it at. So 3rd and 3 on this one. All right, a whole lot of movement there. Switched up the entire line as well. Trips to the far side. McCarthy's going to keep this one, and we got a penalty flag. And it's going to be a holding call against Mountain View. Looks like it was right there at the line of scrimmage. So we're probably looking at 3rd down and 13, depending on where exactly they're going to mark this off at. So the holding was on the 36. So 3rd and 12. Two receivers up top. McCarthy's looking for somebody, has a man across the middle. Once again, thrown too high, almost picked off there. Joseph Garrett right there to bring that in, unable to complete it as the ball falls to the ground.
I'm going to bounce back into number 84's hands. I don't have him on my roster. Oh, no, here we go. Aiden Nicholson bounced back into his hands, but wasn't able to hold on to it. Just kind of ricocheting around in there.
I tell you what, McCarthy, a lot of his passes have just been a bit too high all afternoon. It's just kind of sailing on him. Even though he got picked off 4 times last week, he was throwing actually better passes.
Right. Timeout on the Mountain View side of the field, given that Prairie, I think, has just one left, you said, Rodney?
Yes.
And what is this? What do we say? 4th and 14?
4th and
12.
4th and 12.
I would suspect they've got to come up big on this play, because barring any sort of Prairie mistake, this is really their last chance to get back in it.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. And, you know, and they have the guys and the tools to make a big play and make this something that they just haven't bounced their way this game. Nicholson down here at the bottom. Martin at the top of the screen. McCarthy drops back, has a man coming down the middle, and he is able to make the catch. And just what we talked about. And
That
that's
is the
Kyle
play they
Chen.
needed to make.
That is the play that they needed. And now we have a penalty flag.
They might even get a couple more out of this.
We'll see if
it bounces the way I think it does.
I'm sure that that's some unsportsmanlike conduct type thing, but the way the flag came out, we'll see who it was going to be against. Hoping it wasn't against Mountain View getting a little excited. And that does. Where is the white hat with the call, or has he called it yet? They will credit him with the first down, but that is a unsportsmanlike conduct kind of penalty. It looks like Kyle Chen may have just gotten a little too excited about the big play.
As one does.
Yeah. So we're going to do it again, and this time the ball going to his brother Kevin and not able to make the completion. But we have another penalty flag on the play, and we'll see who this is against this time. And we're going to have a penalty here. Legal use of the hands defensively here. Didn't quite catch who that penalty flag was on.
Well, there's the break Mountain View needed right when they needed it.
It sure was. It sure was. So that will definitely get them some better field position here. The handoff to Gable. Gable looking to get that ball upfield. Looks like they're going to give him a yard on that play. Andrew Sutich, number 56, their pulling lineman there, is doing a great job getting out in front and creating some lanes for these running backs. And his quarterback. He's been out there in front of him several times tonight as well. Another one for Nichols, and this time Nichols is going to pretty much let everybody know that he's being held on that play. Officials did see that. Looks like that is going to be either a pass interference or illegal use of hands. We'll see which call they give him. Pass interference is the call. They will mark this one off. And they get another first down.
That's 2 first down off penalties.
It sure is. 2 big
in
penalties.
a row.
1st and 10 from the 12. They do not have to score to get a first down. This time they are all over that, the Prairie Falcons. Lineman Easton Lane gets in there, senior, drags him down. Going to lose some yardage on that one. We'll bring up second down and looks like 13. Wing back, 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Porter now is going to fake the ball, has another man open, and he's able to bring that in for a touchdown. Is Kevin Chen coming out of the wing and breaks that right down the middle of the field.
You talked about some of those passes being a little high.
That one needed to be.
He timed that perfectly.
Yeah.
Just leaped up right into it.
Good job there. 8:07 left to play. Mountain View on the scoreboard again. We'll see. Nobody's going to use their kickers, it looks like, this game. Mountain View needing to score 2 as well to kind of stay in pace at what's going on here.
A really make or break conversion attempt here from Mountain View.
Yeah, sure are. Timeout Prairie. Or timeout Mountain View. They gave that one to Mountain View. Mountain View now has 1 left as well. Well, that time Prairie helped them out. 2 big two big penalties. 1 pass interference, 1 illegal use of hands, totaling 20 yards to get Mountain View in a position for that nice little 20-yard pass to Kevin Chen. All right, back in formation out there. Porter Drake, running back. Looking to make the pass again. And another touchdown right there, and that's going to be Aiden Nicholson. Second time tonight he has scored the extra points for him.
Great conversion there.
Yeah, it sure was. It sure was.
What a shot in the arm for Mountain View. I think, if they could, it hasn't happened a lot, but if they could get a turnover on downs out of Prairie, they might be back in this.
They sure might. They sure might. And if this paper is correct, Aiden Nicholson is only a freshman.
Good for him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure that's something to that has the coaching staff from Mountain View smiling, because the young man definitely is athletic and looks like he's got some hands too.
Well, and credit to all these players playing tonight. Cheerleaders, coaching staff as well. It's been a long time coming to get back out on the field, back into school. We're close to the end of this. I know everybody can feel the end in sight.
Yeah.
I'm just encouraging everybody not to let up now.
Right.
Wear your
spot,
mask.
right?
Be responsible, because the finish line's inside, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Just got to keep pulling together.
Okay, so Ford and Davis, the 2 deep guys. Nice high kick once again. That's going to go into the end zone. Falcons will take that ball over on the 20-yard line.
Jude Millette on those kickoffs been really good.
Yeah, he's been real good tonight. He's been very good tonight with them. Well, the weight of the game, as far as Mountain View is concerned, lies on this series with the defense. If they can get Prairie off the field here without a score, then they've got an opportunity to tie this game up. Handoff, running back looking for some room. He's not going to find much. But he does get a couple out of the deal. And it'll bring up second down. 2-yard gain. A little broken there. Logan Kimball lines up at the bottom. Davis lines up as a power position. Pass to the outside. He's going to get a couple on that one, but I'm going to credit Kyle Chen for the tackle. And it looks like he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards out of that, and this is going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Alex Plummer checks into the game now, here number 55 for Mountain View. Martin now lined up just inside here. Quarterback decides he's going to keep that. We've got a penalty flag. Might be somebody still moving when they snap the ball. Duncan goes in motion. Coach Matheson getting the call from the sideline judge there. That penalty is going to be declined, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Little strategy.
Yeah, we'll see. This is going to be
so 4th and 4 here.
A big play that Mountain View needs right now.
Kimball, Davis goes into motion. He's going to line up on the far side. Safety readjusts himself. And it looks like Mountain View might have had the defense for that play he was trying to run. I do believe that's his last time out of the game.
Well, timeout, but then here just off screen, saw an official with a flag. I don't know if he was going to call delay of game.
That could have been the case. Yeah, okay. That looks like that was because they came back real quick. Well, they decided they're going to go ahead and punt this. It was a delay of game call, moves them back. So great job there by Mountain View's defense. Pretty good kick. It's going to go out of bounds. It looks like at about the 43-yard line. So Mountain View's going to get the ball back.
Well, just like that, they're back
in it. Some decent time and some decent field position. We'll see how they're able to put some plays together here and put some points on the board.
That first drive by Mountain View to start this quarter took all of about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Prairie didn't have the ball all that long, so plenty of time if they can run the same type of timeline.
Yeah, sure is. Nicholson down here at the bottom. They're going to hand this ball off. Nice little run cut up the middle.
He's going to get 8 or 9 yards out of that one.
Yeah, Gable is going to get across midfield down to the 48. Two yards to go for the first down. Chen goes into the wing position, picks the ball up on a fly, finds the edge as he cuts that inside. Nice little run as he gets down to the 40-yard line. First down. And 10 from the 39. We have a penalty flag right there on the 50-yard line, so that looks like that's probably going to come back, a holding call. That is going to be the case. So that will back them up to the 40. And now we're looking at 2nd and 13. Chen down here by himself there for a little while. As a man coming across the middle, he makes the catch right there at the 50. Nice job there by Martin. Grayson Weber there to bring him down. 2 yards to go here. Martin and Chen lined up stacked over there. It's going to be a quarterback keeper who breaks into the open. I don't know if he is going to get caught here. And he is not. Did he go down on his knee? Are they saying he went that? Nope, they're going to give him the touchdown. So great job there by the quarterback, McCarthy, as he just breaks right through the middle of the lineup and right there behind the safety before you know it.
Caught him from behind. You saw him stumble a little bit, but he was doing everything he could to stay upright. Credit to Mountain View.
Yeah, most definitely.
For keeping their cool and getting right back in this. There's still a lot of football game left if they can make this conversion.
Yeah, there sure is. There sure is. 4:25 left, and for the first time, they got the inside handoff, and Kevin Chen ties the game up. So for the first time since the first quarter, we've got a tie ball game again.
And I don't know the last time I saw a football game with 6 touchdowns and 6 two-point conversions.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty rare.
Yeah, that's something to talk about.
Yeah.
Credit to Mountain View and Mountain View staff here to keep their boys on track and not give up on this, and bring themselves back into tying this ball game up with 4:21 left to play.
So are we right, Rodney, that delay of game call that we thought might have been a timeout initially wasn't a timeout?
No, it was a delay of game call, which forced them to punt.
Okay, so we each have one timeout left. Is that correct?
Yeah, it looks like, yeah.
Well, this is going to be a big timeout call for Prairie coming up, I think.
Yeah.
I think big key for Mountain View is keep the defensive line mistakes to a minimum.
Yes.
Those holding or pass interference calls, legal motion, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they just need to come out here and just play some conscientious football for the rest of the game. And here we go at the kickoff. All of them have ended up in the end zone, and it's no different here.
Kit.
So Mullet definitely getting his money's worth out of that young man tonight, as he has put all of his kicks into the end zone, and Prairie has started from the 20.
Getting some shout-outs from the coaches there on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Except for that one, and I mean that was the center who put it over his head, but he's had some monster kicks tonight.
Yeah,
and,
he sure has.
Every offensive drive for Prairie started on that 20-yard line.
Prairie does come out. Hands this off. Shelby's going to get about 3 out of this. Bring up 3rd and 7. I mean 2nd and 7.
At what point do you say the clock is Prairie's enemy?
Yeah. Somebody's got it. Well, neither one of them have a kicking game, so they all have to score. At least they haven't shown it up to this point.
Right.
Good pass out there to Ian Davis. He's going to get gang tackled right there at the 25-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and 5.
Mountain View sidelines happy about that stop, even though they managed to get a couple yards out of it.
Prairie breaks the huddle. 2 receivers out to the far side. Bomb on a rollout, looking downfield for his man, unable to get that one out there, and that ball's going to get batted down by
Very big play
by Gable. Zachary Gable right there in his face to knock that ball down. That is going to bring up 4th down, and the Falcons are going to come out with the punt team. Game's getting super interesting now. Logan Kimball set up to punt. Watch out for a trick play. He's going to make sure that ball gets punted. And he is going to kick that one out of bounds. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. And this is where Mountain View started off on their last series and were able to punch this one in.
Yeah, nearly the same spot. And again, that last drive it didn't take them very long.
No, it did not.
And with 1 timeout left, if they can string together those same series of plays and make judicious use of the clock and that timeout, they're back in it.
Yeah, they sure are. Well, just a little over 2.5 left to play in the game. We've got a tie ball game here. Mountain View seeming to have the momentum right now. Another quarterback keeper up the middle. This time McCarthy is going to get about 6 or 7 out of it, as opposed to that nice touchdown the last time they ran that play. Looks like they're going to give him 5. 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to run. Takes the snap. We've got an inside handoff. Kevin Chen's going to get this one. Only going to get about 2 yards out of that one. Make it to the 49-yard line. But it'll bring up 3rd down in a decent distance here to get the 1st down. They're officially under 2 minutes left to play in the ball game. Mountain View still has 1 timeout to use. Another quarterback keeper. And it looks like he's going to come up just short. Yeah, just a bit short here. Looks like he's going to be just outside the 48. So it's going to be 4th down and less than a yard. Ball set up. He's going to go ahead and keep it. Quarterback's going to keep this one. He is not going to make it. And Prairie's defense steps up when they need it the most.
Just when you thought they might have been rattled by that last series of possessions by Mountain View. Prairie's defense comes up really big.
Now, I don't know if when he on these zones, if that's a designed zone or is he supposed to give the ball up. But he should have, on that play, probably gave it to the running back based on who was already all over the top of him.
Right.
Yeah, you know. So Mountain View turns the ball over on downs. Prairie 1st and 10 from the 49. Bomb drops back. He's going to let this ball go down the sideline. Prairie bench looking for an interference call there.
I don't think there was enough there to do that.
No, I don't think so either. Intended receiver, it was Ian Davis. He has caught 2 deep plays on that route already tonight. This time, much better defense by the Thunder. Kyle Chen right there with him.
One of those first couple of drives where we saw those huge passes to Ian Davis. Evergreen's got to be on the lookout for that.
All right, trip receivers at the top of the field here. Kimball, the outside guy. They're going to hand this off to Shelby. Shelby looking for some running room. He is going to find a little bit as he makes it across midfield down to the 47. That'll bring up third down, 3rd and 6.
Well, in just a second here, you'll see Prairie's last time out.
The way it stands now, looks like we might be going into some extra time here on this game. Slot receivers at the bottom. Ian lined up inside. We're going to go ahead and let this go. Almost interception.
With just 1 second left on the clock.
Kimball not able to bring that one in. Time for one more play here.
And we know it can happen because of that Mountain View score with no time left on the clock. So we'll see.
He is going to take, Prairie will take their last time out of the game. School buses have shown up already, anticipating that the game would be over, but they might have to hang out for a little while here.
Again, the next game is at 7. We'll probably come on the air a couple minutes early. Just make sure we get the kickoff. As we mentioned, last couple weeks, games have started just a couple minutes early.
Just a little early on us,
want folks to be able to see it, so we'll hit the air on Comcast at 6:55 for the Kelso Highlanders and the Heritage T-Wolves.
Make sure you guys jump over to channel 29 for that game.
That's correct.
If you're on the internet watching us, you can stay put. All right, Prairie's coming to the field here for the last play of the game here. We've got a tie ball game at 24 apiece. Looks like we're going to have an offensive holding play, so that will end the game. I do believe that that is going to be holding. Yep, so it's declined. And we're going to go into overtime here. Great job there by Mountain View. You got to take your hats off to the Thunder to come back and not let this get to them. And come back and tie this ball game, you know, with less than 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
Well, and they were down quite a bit.
Yeah.
And to fight back and to answer 2-point conversion for 2-point conversion across 6 touchdowns is something else.
It sure is. I don't think I've seen that in a long time. So, you know, that is definitely a conversation. We'll see here.
We'll often try to, see the kicker, and there'll be a blocked kick or extra point attempt like that. But I haven't seen six in a row.
No, me neither.
Rarely, if ever.
Me neither.
So you tell me this, Rodney, because you know this. Do they give us a full 12 minutes, or how does extra time work these days? Or do they change it up for the coronavirus?
I don't know if they changed it this year because of what's going on. Generally, it's kind of the Kansas City rule type situation, the first team to score. But it does look like that's going to be the case where everybody lines up at the 20. So we'll see here if that's the way they're going to play it this year. It definitely looks like that's what's going to happen. And yeah, that is the case. So they're going to line up on the 25. Mountain View, it will start out on defense. So we'll see how this works here. All right, so now we've got Davis has moved into the backfield.
Oh,
and then we are going to start right out of the gate with.
That is not good.
No, not a good thing. Not a good start at all, because
Mountain
that
View
just
still
gave
bringing
them 5
players,
yards.
Yeah, Mountain View bringing players onto the field while the play is already in motion.
It's going to be Alex Plummer, who's coming late to the game. First down and 5 now from the 20-yard line. Handoff here for Shelby. Nice little stiff arm move there for Shelby. The ball's going to get fumbled as they turn the ball over down there inside of the 5, and the Mountain View Thunder take the ball over.
What an incredible break for Mountain View.
Oh, it sure is.
He sure had some open field.
Yeah.
I think they could have brought him down right about the point where that football was dropped.
Yeah, Kyle Chen is going to get the credit there for that strip. So because of that, Mountain View will take the ball over on the 25 as well. Good job there, Kyle Chen for the Thunder. To strip that ball.
He's had a great game, both.
He sure has.
Both offense and defense.
Tough break there for Dustin Shelby, because that was a very good run. This time McCarthy trying to find some space, and he is not going to get anything. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. If that, they are going to at least give him that, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Kevin Chen and Nicholson now, the 2 receivers you see here at the bottom of the screen. Nicholson lines up as tight end. They're going to hand this ball off. Gable finds a crease and gets down to the 10-yard line before he is stopped.
See if that's enough to rattle Prairie, because big play there.
Sure is. Sure is. All right, so that will bring up 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line. They can essentially, Prairie's going to call their timeout. They can essentially get a 1st down and not score a touchdown here. So kind of gives Mountain View some different type of options to on how to play these last 10 yards.
Credit to Mountain View for their patience after being down and just slowly but surely clawing their way back into this game.
Most definitely, most definitely. This is when it becomes the chess game here. Both coaches trying to outwit the other one on catching people out of position and trying to find success. Mountain View has broke the huddle, and they're back onto the field. Under handoff. He takes it in for the touchdown. Is Gable, as Mountain View comes back to win this football game in overtime.
What an unbelievable comeback.
It sure was. It sure was.
You know,
based on what happened to them last week, good for these guys to be able to hold in there and fight back for the win.
Yeah, that's got to be a boost of confidence, because, that wasn't the Mountain View team last week that we're used to seeing.
Right.
And, a reasonable score at halftime, but then that just third quarter drubbing they took, and it just never let up. So good work to Mountain View, who are going to take this game by a score of 30-24 over the Prairie Falcons. And of course, because of the coronavirus rules, we can't shake hands out at the center of the field, so a wave and a salute perhaps. Great work from Mountain View.
It sure is. It sure is. And as always, Coach Matheson reaching out to their better player, in this case being the quarterback, Baum, and just letting him know how great of a game and how nice of an evening he had. Gable down there getting accolades from all of his teammates on the great run. He actually had a pretty good night tonight. I don't think he got over the century mark as far as yards was concerned, but he got the yards when they needed him for the most part, especially here in the second half, to get these guys up, to get these guys this win.
I want to give credit to Jude Millette, the kicker, again for Mountain View, who gave Mountain View, or Prairie, that 20-yard start.
That was a nice
and over again.
That was a nice one. And with that being said, we are going to thank you guys for joining us tonight here on this football game. Remind you that we do have a second game tonight. That is going to be the Kelso Highlanders and the Heritage Timberwolves. That game will start at approximately 6:55.
Yeah, we'll be on the air at 6:55. We'll start the live stream a little bit before then. We will be jumping over to Comcast Channel 29 because of some games, or a game that's taking place over in Vancouver Public Schools. So we hope you will see us then.
All right. Well, share all that information with your friends and family so everybody can enjoy some Friday night football here at McKenzie Stadium. This is EPS Sports. Rodney, Lawrence, Matt, thank you for being this with me tonight. You guys have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.